Hi, I'm Hailey.
Hi, my name's Davina.
After my own weight loss journey, I fell in love with fitness. And now, as a personal trainer, I get to share that love with others every day.
And a few months ago, I realized that I was getting closer to the age of 80 than any other age. So I decided to embark on some physical activity.
And so together, with the help of some amazing female athletes, we're going to discover some fun new ways to be physically active.
So come and join us on The Only Girl in the Gym.
She walks in, all the heads turn. Watch her win, watch and learn. She's the only girl, the only girl, the only girl. She's the only girl, the only girl in the gym.
Hi, I'm Hailey.
And I'm Davina. And welcome to The Only Girl in the Gym.
Today, we're here at Frederick Fitness to learn about bodybuilding.
Ooh, we're gonna lift some big weights then.
Well, not quite. Today, our guest Lauren is going to teach us about posing.
Posing. Posing like for photos?
Kind of, and also on stage.
Oh, so that's why we've got our fancy shoes?
Exactly. Well, let's go meet her and find out.
Okay, Cinderella, here I come.
Hey, Lauren.
Oh, hey guys.
That looks super cool. What are you doing?
I'm just practicing my bodybuilding posing a little bit.
Oh, amazing. When did you start bodybuilding?
Oh, I've been in the competitive bodybuilding circuit for about 4 years, so I'm still a baby in the world of it. But I've been really intrigued by bodybuilding since I was about 4 years old. I have a picture of me on a beach doing a front double bicep.
Now, how did you get involved in bodybuilding when you were 4 years old?
Oh, well, I was really lucky to have some awesome influences. My dad was really into fitness and had old bodybuilding magazines from the 80s, so I would flip through those kind of while I was in the basement and read some of the golden age of bodybuilding books.
So instead of coloring books, you had bodybuilding books.
Absolutely. Sweat, tans, naked, the whole nine.
Amazing. So, with that being said, it sounds like the transition into bodybuilding competitively must have been pretty natural for you.
Yeah, you know what? I was really lucky. I've been a competitive athlete my whole life. I have a background in competitive gymnastics, volleyball, track and field, and when those careers ended for me, it made sense to transition into what I've always wanted to pursue now that I had a little bit more time to do it. So bodybuilding was the right choice for me.
Awesome. So, not gonna lie, as someone who doesn't know a ton about bodybuilding, my impression is definitely these like giant burly dudes, you know.
Super tan, muscles bulging,
Really?
oily skin.
Yeah, really aggressive. As a female, was it intimidating to come into that space at all?
Oh, such a good question. Honestly, I found it really empowering. When I am in the gym myself training, and I know that I'm working towards a stronger, larger, more confident body, I feel really empowered amongst everyone, kind of dripping, sweating, grunting, all the dudes kind of in the racks. But I think the craziest thing is the community of especially natural bodybuilding. The women just form this beautiful community and we all just stick beside each other because we're all just women working towards our confidence, building like bigger, stronger bodies. So it's a great community.
That is so cool. So, with having started at like 4 years old, you know, theoretically, is this something you see you could do for your entire lifespan?
Yeah, oh my gosh, yes, I love it. I've definitely found my niche and my passion. I was just saying this last weekend when I competed in Calgary that I want to compete for the next 20 years of my life. And so lots of time ahead of me. And I'm very fortunate that bodybuilding in specific, especially for natural women, is we actually get better as we age. I think that's something really unique that we as women don't hear a lot, is we're usually, oh, as you age, you're of lesser value, you're over 25, like go hide in a corner, you're useless. Versus in bodybuilding, the longer that you spend in it, the better you get. So you'll see some of the most successful bodybuilders are women in their late 30s, early 40s, even some really impressive women into their 60s. So.
And is it something you could start at any time in your life?
Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. There was a show actually in Vancouver in the spring, and we had a woman who was 82, and she had this hot pink bikini on and like gray platinum bob. She was competing for the first time, and she went up there and just like rocked it. We were like, you go girl. So anytime, anybody, anytime, it's a great and welcoming space for anybody.
Oh, well, that sounds like our cue, right? Anytime, anywhere.
Sweet.
So should we put our Shoes on?
Oh my gosh, let's go do it. Let me show you the ropes.
Okay, let's go.
Sweet. All right, ladies, let's start off with some bikini poses. These are where we usually start athletes off if they're not sure about where to begin in bodybuilding. So let's start with our front pose. We're going to have feet just a little wider than shoulder width. The rule for bikini is the glutes are always stuck back. Good. Now I want you to swing your hips over to the left. Good. And I always want you to peek out just a little bit of that side glute. Beautiful, ladies. So now we're gonna take our hand onto our hip, just in line with our belly button. Take your thumb and you're gonna put it into your side and wrap that elbow around. Good. And then you're gonna close your fist. Beautiful. Now this other arm, I always want you to think of this arm as like a feather. Good. In the shape of a banana. Good. It always follows the shape of our body. Good. And it just lands out here. Good. Beautiful hand shapes. Good. Davina, we're just gonna go a little bit taller chest. Give me a little more elbow. Beautiful, Hailey, little gentler hand here. Good, darling. Beautiful, ladies. And this is your bikini front pose, which is fabulous. Good. So now we're gonna quarter turn to the right into our next pose. So I want you to step back. Good. We're gonna pivot both feet. Good. And now we're gonna move into the footwork of our side pose. So we're gonna take this right foot, step it just almost so it's in line. Good. And this foot that's in front, we're gonna bend this knee. We're gonna stick this left butt cheek out like we're going, hey girl. Good. All right, so our right hand, we're gonna do that same hand position again on our side. So thumb in, wrap this elbow around. Good, now I want you to be able to chicken wing it. Beautiful. Close your hand into a fist. This arm again follows our body shape. I want you to turn your hips so that we're facing to the side. Good. This arm comes out. Beautiful. So we're gonna rotate here so we get this beautiful delt line. Mobility is a big thing in posing. Good, and now lean all your weight, all your body weight onto this back leg. It will catch you. Good, stand up just a little bit taller. Good, and good. I want you to lean all your weight towards me. Good. Give me a little bit more chicken wing. Good, and close the hips just a touch. Good, a little bit taller. There you go, darling. Good, and this elbow just a little bit. Yeah, there you go, beautiful. Good, Hailey. Right through here. You and those stiff arms, girl. Good. Good, ladies, and that is our side pose. So we're gonna quarter turn to the right, so the same idea. We're gonna take our right foot, step it to the back of the stage. Good. We're gonna step our feet in line like we're walking on a balance beam and spin to the back. Good, now from here, what you're gonna do with your hair is clear it off of the back. Good. Both hands are gonna go on your hips, just like this. Good, you're gonna stick your butt out to everybody. Good, and you're gonna throw your chest up and back. Good, and now, the only thing is we don't wanna pinch through here. Beautiful, Davina, that was stunning. Bend into your knees just a little bit. Think of ripping the ground apart with your feet. Good, and turning those knees out. That's a beautiful back pose. Good, Hailey, just a little bit taller through here. Beautiful, ladies. Look at those glutes, girls. Yes, I absolutely love it. That is stunning. All right, quarter turn to the right. So we're gonna take our right foot, step it to the front of the stage this time. Yeah, give her, honey. That's the back of the stage, towards me. Good, there you go, yeah. Good, we're gonna pivot again. So our hips are facing to the side. Okay, weight goes into our right foot, then into the left foot. We're gonna bring, good. And your feet can go just a little bit closer together. Good catch, good catch. And from here, again, we're gonna stick this right butt cheek out, bend that left knee, good, nice and tall through your torso. That thumb goes onto our side. Rip that elbow around, a little chicken wing, good. And then from here, we follow the glute line. Good, Davina, don't be afraid to straighten this leg. Good, good. Let's make a fist with this hand. Good, there you go, darling. Good, then we're gonna rotate. Good, nice tall chest through here. Beautiful, and turn this hand down. Just right there, that's stunning. Good, Hailey. Beautiful, darling, you've done this before. Give me a little bit more glute. Good. Good, 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 good. All right, ladies, this is our side pose, and then we return to the front. So I just want you to step into this left foot. Good, put weight into it and pivot to the front, and you're in your front pose again. And that is the 4 quarter turns for bikini posing. So next up on our docket is the walks. So let's get started with that.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Let's go.
Walking.
Upper body strength and control will set you up to be strong and independent in all areas across your entire lifespan. Push-ups are a fantastic way to train and challenge that upper body strength. If a traditional push-up is too challenging, you can consider an incline push-up. This can be done on any bench, steps, the edge of your bed, or even on a wall.
All right, ladies, so I'm gonna show you about how to do a presentation walk. So it's a little bit different than when you would typically walk either in person or in heels, because we are presenting ourselves. We're not just walking to get somewhere. So we wanna walk slowly, elegantly, with a powerful confidence. And so let me show you what that looks like. So every time we go into a walk, we're gonna start from a T-foot stance. Beautiful, that right leg comes to the back of the stage. Our glutes are always out, our chest is always tall. Opposite hand, opposite foot, and I'll show you to begin. Here, nice big smile. Okay, and then walking towards you, this is what it looks like. Nice, elegant, not doing too much, okay? So from here, what I want you to think about, we're in this beautiful beginning pose. I want you to lift up your left foot and just begin walking and glide your feet across the floor. Beautiful, nice tall chest, like you're taking up space. Good. Good pace, ladies. Good. Okay, great. So we're gonna turn and walk to the back again. Imagine that's the back of the stage. We're gonna walk to the back of the stage and just keep your glutes out. Okay, good. Yeah, glutes out and tall and begin. It'll also limit how big of steps you can take. Good, Hailey, keep going, girl. Davina, beautiful, darling. Good. Yeah, think of gliding your feet across the floor. Beautiful. Good. And now another thing that I like to think about is what our arms are doing. So you guys are both doing a great job. We stay in that same hand position as we did for our posing, where our thumb is in between the 2 knuckles of our middle finger and our hand just kind of creates shape around it. No crazy wrist action. We're not casting any spells here. Okay, everything moves from the shoulders. Everything moves from the rotation of the shoulders. Beautiful. And from there, I always like to think the elbows stay kind of right by my waist. Exactly, so I'm never here, always here. And then the rotation just allows my hand to come across my body and away from my body, and across my body and away from my body. Okay, so thinking of that, let's try it again. You can walk to me. Ladies, please walk to the front line. Good, opposite hand, opposite feet. Opposite hand, opposite feet. Yeah, there you go. Good, good. And now just a little smaller. Good, better, beautiful, ladies, okay? Now turn, face the rear of the stage. Good, and we'll all walk together. Ladies, please walk to the back line. Big smiles, nice proud chest. Good, beautiful. Good pace, slow, so slow. Glutes out, glutes out, glutes out, glutes out, glutes out, glutes out, glutes out. Beautiful, ladies, and smile. Good, good, beautiful, way better. So that is lesson 1 on how to walk. Great job, ladies.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So we have one more thing that you're going to show us today, right?
Yes, absolutely. I want to talk a little bit, kicking it up a notch to go into the muscularity posing for bodybuilding.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little bit front double bicep. Who doesn't love a little flexing?
Does that mean we gotta ditch these heels?
You can if you want, but there's actually different ways where we can pose in our heels and hit our muscularity poses.
Amazing.
So exciting.
Well,
Yeah.
let's go learn.
Okay, awesome. Let's do it.
To maintain stamina and prevent fatigue, make sure to pack a snack of bananas, a rice cake, or grab a handful of trail mix for a quick energy pick-me-up.
All right, ladies, next up on the docket, we have our fit body posing. So fit body is a category that is a mix between figure, which is wide back and nice big legs, and bodybuilding. We get to do muscularity poses in heels, so it's a great mix of the strong and the feminine. So let's start off with a front double bicep. So looking at ourselves in the mirror here, we're gonna have our left foot turn at a 45-degree angle. We're gonna stick our right leg out onto the heel. Good, turn the foot out just a little bit. Beautiful. We want the glutes sat back. Good. And now from here, we're gonna lift the chest. Good, we're gonna hit a front double bicep. Good, and so we wanna bring the hands towards our face, really flex those biceps. Good. Davina, flex your wrists, so bring your wrists to your forehead. Good. Bring the arms into your face and turn your hands to the back. Good, and then from here, we're just gonna lift the chest. Beautiful, Hailey, bring the elbows towards us just a little bit, and that is your fit body front double bicep. Okay, so I'll have you ladies turn and face the rear of the stage. So I'll get you to turn around. We're gonna do a back double bicep. Yeah. A little bit of getting used to in heels for sure. So we're gonna do the same idea. We're gonna take our left foot and turn it about 45 degrees, okay? Take that right foot and step it back towards the judges just a little bit. Good. So I want you to think of your toes being in line with the heel of your other foot. So the toes can actually come out here. Yeah, it's a little more stable that way. Okay. Yeah, good. We bend both legs. Good, stick the butt out. Good, and then hit that front double bicep again. But the difference is we're gonna bring our upper body back towards the judges. So we're gonna be up like this, sweep the elbows, bend here. Good. There, lift your chin just a touch. Beautiful, flex your wrists into your face, other way. There you go. Beautiful. Good, Hailey. Hailey's done this before. And that is a beautiful display of back and biceps. Beautiful, ladies. So that is the beginning of fit body posing. Yes, you might be sore in the morning.
This is a workout in and of itself.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's no joke. And I find that a lot of people kind of take it for granted. Posing is quite difficult, and it's really beautiful when it's done well.
Speaking of very difficult and very beautiful, we're clearly pretty new at this still, but something tells me you're a resident pro at this. Do you think you could show us how it's really done?
Oh,
Put it all together.
yeah, I would absolutely love to show you guys. Okay, let me get myself together and I'll show you.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Oh, that was so cool to watch, Lauren. You are amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, no, thank you. That was really great learning how to bodybuild and pose.
So fun. I'm so grateful that you both had interest in it.
No, that's absolutely amazing. And if there was another lady out there who has interest in trying out bodybuilding, what's one thing you'd tell her?
One thing that I would tell somebody who wants to try bodybuilding, that this is probably a journey where you will meet yourself so deeply. This is an incredible community of like-minded women working on their strength, resilience, and self-growth. You will be forced to be in levels of discomfort, whether it is the discomfort of putting on weight when you've been taught your whole life to be skinny so you can build muscle, or the discomfort of cutting down in prep to be stage lean. It's an incredible environment to be in and worth doing, whether you have 20 pounds to stage or whether you have 200 pounds to stage. It's an incredible environment for growth and to meet yourself so deeply in the most supportive, energetic, like-minded people that I think I've ever met in my life. And so if you've ever considered it, I would definitely recommend visiting a show, finding a local workshop, something where you can feel the energy of people, you know, working on themselves, driving towards a greater goal, and supporting each other through it.
Oh, that's great. And so if someone wanted to take up bodybuilding, go to a show.
Yeah, there's lots of ways to kind of get involved with bodybuilding. You can either find a local workshop, go to a show, buy a spectator ticket, go volunteer. A few free resources. You can follow WNBF Canada on Instagram, or you can reach out to a local coach that specializes in bodybuilding. I myself can be found on Instagram at Laza Halla. Reach out to friends, family, ask a lot of questions. But WNBFcanada.ca is a great website, has lots of resources. You can find out a little more information then about what is available to you locally. They have shows and workshops from coast to coast. I'm sure you'll be able to find something closer to home.
And I guess you need to get a pair of heels too.
Exactly. Sparkle, sparkle.
Well, speaking of that, why don't we go practice our posing a little bit more?
Let's do it.